Hello and welcome back. I'm Misty Magdalena Grace. I go by Magdalena for short. Welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, I am a mind, body, spirit alchemist and runes divination reader. I have over 25 years experience in health, fitness, business, sales, and now I'm an alchemist. So if you want to subscribe, and just stay in touch, you can learn more about my journey and how this all transpired. But my podcast is called Healthy and Wealthy and Wise. That's my mantra. That's my mission, is to help more and more of you wake up to your truth and remember who you truly are, and that you have this birthright, this divine birthright, as spiritual beings having these human experiences to have amazing health, amazing wealth, relationships, and then some. And part of what I teach my clients, both as a healing practitioner and a coach, is to help you go within to find the answers. That's the wisdom part of healthy and wealthy and wise. And so what the runes will do is to help you go within to find those answers, to help you remember what it is that you already know. Oftentimes we've been programmed to look outside ourselves for the answers, and that's not necessary. It's helpful. Coaches, mentors, guides, mirrors. We're going to talk about that today. Actually, this is a full moon that is potent in the magic of relationships and mirror effects. So I'm just cleaning the space. If you haven't joined me before, what I would encourage you to do while I'm getting things set up is to cleanse and clear your space with either sage or Palo Santo. Light a candle. I have my candle lit here, some incense possibly. And this is a ritual. Ritual is what our ancestors did to help go within and to cleanse and clear according to the moon. And we have a powerful, potent full moon in Libra tomorrow night. At the time of this recording, it's Friday, April the 11th. The best time to do this ritual is preferably the day of. If you get this in time, you could totally do it now. You can do it on the 12th. The full moon is actually riding 2 different days, depending on what time zone you're in. It's the evening of Friday the 12th here in San Diego. I feel like it's like around 4 or 5 p.m. or later. PST, I can't remember. I believe Eastern time is still on the 12th. And then if you're in Europe and other parts of the world, it's on the 13th. And so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to talk about the energies of this moon. I am not an astrologer. However, I work with astrology to time my best life, to let me know when to rest, when to play, when to take action, and to go inward. And a full moon, if you know this, like a lot of times, I have friends who work for fire stations, hospitals. Things go a little extra crazy around the full moon. No pun intended. I had a schizophrenic mother, around the full moon, she could have extra episodes, because the energies are so much more alive, intense, and illuminating. So we're going to talk about that specifically today. So you're going to want a piece of paper, pen, or pencil. So if you're watching this on the replay, just hit pause. You want paper, pen, or pencil. Light your candle. Light your, create your ritual space, whatever that means for you. If you don't have a ritual space, reach out to me, and I can help you do that for yourself, so you can create more of a daily practice. I work with these energies daily. I connect with my ancestors daily. I connect with my higher self and inner child daily, because there's so much wisdom inside. So much wisdom. And the more you know, the better your health can improve and your wealth and relationships can improve. That's the whole idea here at Healthy, Wealthy, and Wise, is to really help you embody your best health, your best wealth, and your best relationships. The more you know, the better you can do. You can either choose to turn on the news in the morning and let that dictate your life, or you can go inward. You can go and play with your smartphone and text messages and emails first thing in the morning, or you can go inward. And I'm a big fan of the going inward first thing in the morning. And this ritual can be done any time of day, this particular full moon. But if you get it in time, if you're not on my email list, you can always subscribe to my YouTube channel and get future notifications. I do runes readings every week, and then I do one specifically to the new moon energies and specifically to the full moon. So this full moon in Libra is all about balance in relationships. There's a lot going on. We just had Mercury go direct on Monday, so if it was a little clunky for you, we're still in the shadow of that, so communication can still be a little off and triggering or a lot. I've had some doozies of experience and revelations this week, where I had to like bite my tongue and didn't always, fulfill that goal, because I am a double Virgo and Mercury is my ruling planet. But anyway, then we have Venus going direct on Sunday. And with this full moon tomorrow on the 12th, it's all about balance and harmony in relationships. And if you don't have that, if you're not maybe speaking your truth in the relationships, maybe you've been shutting down your voice, maybe you're struggling with codependency in your relationships, maybe you have a really toxic relationship, whatever the case may be, this is a great full moon to just let that shit go. So think about this past week or two. What has been coming up for you that has been triggering around relationships? We've also been in Venus retrograde. She's going direct on Sunday, right after the full moon. And so you've been in reflection time, both with Mercury retrograde, Venus in retrograde, which almost never happens. So retrograde in Venus is all about reflecting on relationships. Mercury retrograde is all about reflecting on communication and, things like that. And so you're coming off of a very, very helpful, supportive, potent time to help you get that opportunity to really, really sit with, what do I really want in my relationship? And it could be relationship with yourself. It could be relationship with your partner, your ex, your family, your friends. One astrologer that I follow was talking about that this is a great time to up level and let go of some relationships or groups or maybe even organizations, things like that, that don't serve you. And to be candid, I'm doing a little bit of all that. So really take a moment. In fact, I'm going to just ask you to close your eyes. Hopefully you're not driving when you're listening to this. Close your eyes and just take a moment. And let's go ahead and inhale through the nose deeply. And exhale. It's really good to be grounded when you're reflecting on this stuff. Take another deep inhale. Inhale. And exhale. If you want, you can even put your left hand on your heart. Taking a few moments to reflect on the past couple weeks or maybe past 30 days or since end of February when Venus went retrograde. And what has been showing up for you in the world of relationships? Relationship with yourself, maybe boundaries or lack thereof, relationship with partner, friends, groups of people, organizations. What has been triggering? Because we, on a full moon, want to let go. So we're releasing the negative, the bad, the shadowy stuff, the unconscious gunk, the triggers, the wounds. Take a few moments. Sit with that. Don't worry, you're going to get a little more time to process this. So if you want to take another deep breath in and come back. It's always good to ground and get into the parasympathetic central nervous system so that you have that kind of like a little more regulated central nervous system. If you're in fight or flight while you're trying to set an intention, not a good idea. Not a good idea. Okay. So you want to be as grounded as you can. Okay. So the other thing I want to mention that's really big this week, and this, I guess, weekend with this full moon is it's also considered a release point from eclipse season. Eclipse season was March 13th, which was a full moon. March, I believe it was 27th. I could be wrong, 27th, 29th. We had the new moon. Those were both eclipses. This full moon, according to my astrologer friends, and I consult with a few, they said that this is the release point. So it's even though the eclipses influence the next 6 months of our lives, there's themes and threads, right? This particular full moon is like the final, the grand finale, the final act of the whole season, which was the eclipse season. So if you that was all of March basically too. So you look at that, Venus was in retrograde, and Mercury is in retrograde. There's a lot of stuff moving and flowing. I know more people that filed divorce. I know more people who are moving. I know more people who are quitting jobs. It's just, it's in the energies. It's totally in the energies. So now what we're going to do before we meditate, and actually what we do next is I'll provide for you the runes reading. I'll pull a past, present, future thread. And this is going to be specific to the full moon. Okay, specific to the full moon in the next 24 to 48 hours. I'll be doing another reading for the week of April 14th. Another big week. I'm just going to keep saying that every week is a big week. But we're going to look at the runes. I'm going to have you consult with them on your own. This is a collective general reading. If you want a personal private reading, you can always reach out to me at magdalenagrace.com and sign up for a one-on-one private consultation for an hour. You get a full reading for your best benefit. But the general readings are the energies of what's going on the planet. And so I'm going to show them to you one at a time. I want you to take a look at them. I have my wooden runes today. I've never done this publicly that I recall. I'm starting to share a rune of the day on YouTube as well. So if you're already a subscriber and get the notifications, you'll see my posts on that. But the main idea here is to get the past, present, future collective energy. Interesting. Wow, I've been pulling this one more than ever. Whew. So this is the first one. So take a look at it first and then I'll explain it. Now it's a smaller piece of wood, so it's not my big flashcards that I normally use. So give me feedback. If these are too small, I'm happy to switch back to the flashcards. So here we go. This is the first rune. This represents the past month since the last full moon. Interesting. My candle just made a noise. So this is Perthro. So Perthro, this is about rolling the dice, chance. And usually it's kind of like gambling, risk-taking, uncertainty. So since the last full moon, last month, have you been feeling like you've been gambling, taking risks, uncertainty? 1,000% for me. I won't go into too much story, but that's 1,000% what I've been experiencing. So that's what the energies of what we are also leaving behind. So you could consider that as one of your things. What are you releasing? Happened in the last 30 days, especially that you want to release in the area of relationships? What are the eclipses eclipse for you? What did you get revealed? What did you see? This is the present energy. Wow. I can't make this stuff up. So this is number 2. This is Gabo. This is the relationship rune. It can be anything from sexual relationships to friendships. Here's the good news, though. This talks about harmonious relationships and having harmony, and that's what Libra is. Libra is about balance and harmony. So it says that this moon is truly helping you come back into balance and right relationship with yourself and others. So whatever you release today is meant to help you let go of that which doesn't serve you, that which is hindering your relationships. So what do you want to let go that has not served you? Codependency. Maybe you want to let go of self-sabotage, limiting beliefs where it comes with a certain relationships. Maybe you don't believe in yourself. Maybe you have self-doubt about this relationship or about yourself in this relationship, whatever that relationship is. So that's the present energy. It's hard for me to show these to you all 3 at once. Usually I do that with the flashcards. I'm going to see if I can do that though. This is the 3rd and final rune. And again, if you don't know what runes are, I'll probably have like just a podcast about that by itself. So this is the future. Wow. Ooh, interesting. I just had a pull for a client on this one yesterday. So this is the third and final rune. Now these, take a look at it. So for this one is profound, and it goes great with the health, wealth, and relationships idea of this podcast, of my mantra for clients. To achieve your best health, your best wealth, and your best relationships, and to achieve your best wisdom of self-trust, confidence, making the best decisions for you at any given time. It's daily habits, it's daily fundamentals, it's going back to the basics. So with this full moon, as you release what it's asking you to do till the next full moon, because this is the future. Granted, your future is not fated. It can change with you as you change, right? So with this rune, now it's asking you whatever you're letting go of today with this ritual that no longer serves you, specifically in relationships with yourself and others. This is asking you, once you let go of what it is you're letting go of today, go back to the basics, go back to the fundamentals. Now and if you can see, it looks like two sticks of wood being rubbed together to start a fire. Now needs fire. So what did the cavemen and our ancestors do when they set up camp somewhere? The first thing they had to do was find two pieces of wood, sticks, because fire was their way of making food and staying warm. If they couldn't make food and stay warm, they could die. So what is it in your life, in relationships specifically? What are your basic needs? Are you expressing them to your partner or your friends or your business partners or your organization? Are you focusing on your needs, or are you putting other people's needs first in relationship? Let that shit go. You got to put your oxygen mask on first. You are your own healer. You are your own savior. You are the co-creator with the divine for your life experience. Everything you have right now is because of you. No victim consciousness here. Taking radical responsibility and speaking your truth about your basic needs is paramount right now. Asking for help. I just did a post about this on Facebook. There's times where we all go through hard times, right? And I'm in the midst of becoming a single mom. Okay. And so there's a lot of unknowns. But right now I'm focusing on my best relationships, my best friends, my best clients, pouring myself into myself first and then into those relationships, asking for help when I need to. Community and relationship, that's what this awakening is all about. So as we are going to now, I want you to take that piece of paper and that pen based on this reading. Let me see, I don't know if I can do it very well. All right, I'm gonna give it a shot. It's my first time. I don't know if it's gonna work. Yeah, it's not gonna work. The reading, you'll have to, go back. You can even, buy a set of runes and have these placed next to each other and let me know. Email me or comment below if you would prefer that I go back to the flashcards versus the hickory wood runes that I had specially made for my brother Jared May in Ohio. I just want to give him a shout out. If you want a rune set, talk to Jared. Let me know. I could put you in touch with him too. Just shoot me an email. If you don't know my email, it's support@microdosingforhealth.com. I'll put that on the screen really quickly, and you can always reach out to me if you'd like. So at the end of the day, what I want you to do now, and I'm just going to give like a minute because if you watch this on the replay, you can hit the pause button. But I want you to write down what you're letting go of in this Libra full moon in regards to relationship. Go ahead, again, write down. See, we got a comment here. Oh, nice. Thanks, Gay. I love that. I love that. See, that's why I like doing things live. And even I suppose you could have emailed me too. But I love your support, Gay. Thank you so much for continuously showing up for my lives. It means a lot to me. So make sure, I already have mine written down, so I'm going to go on to the next one. Again, if you're watching this on the replay, you may want to get a bowl. I have my little oyster shell here that I use for all of my things. You can have a lighter, you can have whatever you need. And what I'm going to ask you to do is to burn what it is that no longer serves you. Maybe you do this by your fireplace. Maybe you have a burning bowl, whatever. Just be safe, please. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take a nice deep inhale, and then I'm going to burn what I'm burning and letting go of. All right. So if you want, you can close your eyes and join me. Let's go ahead and take a nice deep inhale. Inhale. And exhale. And if you want to, you can hold this piece of paper to your heart for just a moment and just say thank you. Thank you for the lessons. Thank you for the triggers. Thank you for the teachings. Thank you for the ability to alchemize and transmute this so I can let go of the past and move forward with confidence in the future and focus on the basic needs of my intention. Then go ahead and burn, baby, burn. Burn it all away, letting it go, that which no longer serves. I'm going to drop it here on my, just make sure it burns all the way. So maybe you need to burn a little bit more. I'm going to complete the other side. Then we're going to meditate with the closing runes toning. I'll be singing for you to just meditate, see if anything else comes through. Because now as you let go and you release, you have the ability to call more in. As you let go and release, you have the ability to call more in. Make sure you don't leave it behind. Make sure you watch it fully burn. Safety first. Beautiful. Okay. So now, and I know on StreamYard, unfortunately, I haven't figured out how to make my drum louder, but you'll hear my voice. You can get relaxed. You close your eyes. You can even lay down if you like. I'm just going to tone for just maybe 3 to 4 minutes tops. The idea here is to, with the healing medicine of my voice and calling upon the runes, you can sing along with me if you like. The idea is that you're going to heal within, transmute your cell at the cellular level and vibrating. So if you sing yourself, that is the most healing sound you can possibly have. You vibrate in, the tone. We are earth, air, fire, water, ether. Ether is sound. So as you sing in tone, you're healing yourself. And so this is kind of like a mantra, singing with the runes of the day. So we'll be singing Perthro, Gabo, and now these. And you can listen and receive or join in. So go ahead and close your eyes. Sit back, relax, or lie down. Just be open. Otherwise, receive the healing. Much like light language, it's simply meant to be healing and grounding for you. Just like your mom singing you to sleep. Now these Now these Go ahead and just simply stay where you are. Do a couple deep breaths together. Go ahead now and inhale through the nose, deeply into the belly. Inhale. And sigh it out. One more time. Deepest inhale of the day. In through the nose. Inhale. And sigh it out. Really taking the time to just ground, rest, meditate a little longer. And as you let go, truly embody this letting go, whatever that means for you. Make sure you take an action that's in alignment for what you released today. Ritual is great through in whatever way that might mean. That just might be more meditation on this relationship goal or intention that you have set to be more in alignment. Maybe it is speaking your truth and having a conversation, whatever that is for you. If you have any questions, reach out to me, support@microdosingforhealth.com. And if you want to book a reading with me, as always, you can go to magdalenagrace.com. You can see more by subscribing, liking, and if you have any questions, comments, please comment below. I always like to read the comments at least a couple times a week. And if there's anything else more you would like to see on my podcast or anything else that I always like to take into consideration for your support, I thank you. Thank you for those who have been so generous in giving me donations on my Venmo for coffee and or scholarships for clients who are in need of my healing and coaching services. So until next time, everyone, here's to your best health, your best wealth, by trusting and going inside and finding that best alchemized wisdom within. See you next time. Bye-bye for now.
Subscribe, like, and share with your friends. Hire Magdalena for a runes reading or healing session by emailing support@microdosingforhealth.com.